This is the experience of you at a core, what it feels like to be you. This is your personality, and this is your external physical situation. Okay? So externally, and this is what everyone focuses on, it's like, well, I don't feel too good within. I don't feel good enough. I feel like something's missing, right? So let me make some more money, get some more friends. Let me improve my social life, my dating life. Let me travel. Let me meet a cool social circle, get access to cool things, etc., etc. And we hope that this will affect this. Does that work? Yes or no?
No.
No. What happens is the more you actually accomplish externally here, the more you realize this didn't work. I thought it would, it didn't. Even people who are older. When I get my kids, when I get grandkids, nothing external will change this. Going even deeper though, okay, so this is mainly mainstream. A lot of people know this, right? Money doesn't buy happiness. Is that true, by the way? No, it's not true. Money can afford transformation mastery. But apart from that, no, it will not buy happiness. So you realize, okay, this doesn't work. Then you go a little deeper. You're like, okay, self-help, spiritual world. Once I learn all the Stoic philosophies, once I read all the books, I'm doing this, I'm reading this, I'm going to retreats, and I'm traveling. Does that work? No. The key is you're working on your personality directly. You're working on your external circumstances. What comes first? Your experience of you. We think that this affects this affects this, when this comes first. We confuse cause and effect. This colors this, and this colors that. Famous saying, wherever you go, there you are. Doesn't matter what books you read, there you are. Doesn't matter how much money you make, there you are. So this is the first thing. Screw all this. There are two games that are being played. There's an outside in. Doesn't work. That's outside in. Then there's an inside out. That's what this is about. Going deeper, and this is why you hear me talk so much about letting go, is that when it comes to, once more, that experience of you within, for a lot of people it's not very pleasant. This is key. This is what your ego will say, but it's weak to admit that. That's what keeps you stuck. There's nothing wrong with asking for help. There's nothing wrong with saying, you know what? It feels shitty to be me. Why is that bad? Oh, but society will shame me. That's where it all starts with, awareness and honesty. Feels shitty to be you? Own it. Hey, you know what? It feels shitty to be me. Okay, great. Now we're dealing with the facts. Now we can do something about it. It's shitty if you're like, oh, okay, it's shitty to be me. I'm just going to sit in it. No, that's bad. But if you're like, okay, shitty to be me, let's work on it, great. If you're always in denial, how are you ever going to work on it? I have clients like this. They come on training and they're like, hey, you know, Julien, it feels, I'm dealing with, and they try to be cool in front of me. I'm like, okay, cool, but we're not going to really get to work. If you keep pretending to be cool, how am I ever going to know what's actually going on inside? I'm not here for you to impress me. You shouldn't even want to impress me. That's like going to the doctor and being like, my knee really hurts. Actually, it doesn't. I need help. It doesn't hurt. No, you're like, you go to the doctor, hey, my knee hurts, help. You come here, hey, this sucks, help. Versus, oh, I'm great. Like me? Like, no, just tell me what's wrong. How can I help? You feel great, go home. Why are you here? Why are you sitting here? What part of you wanted to even sign up for this? A part of you that's screaming, we can do better. We can feel better. That's why you're here. Reconnect with that. It's not a weakness to ask for help. It's not a weakness to be honest. The weakness is buying into that little voice. Hide it. Hide it. Don't let him know. Okay? So a lot of us, we feel terrible inside. Scale of 1 to 10, for me, for the longest time, I felt 3 out of 10. That was my experience being alive. It was terrible. The more success I actually achieved externally, the worse it got internally. You know why? Because it takes away your excuses. All of you excuses like, one day, when I make X amount of money. Okay, say you make that money. Nothing changed. What happens? Okay, well, it wasn't that. What was it? Oh, once I get a good partner. Okay, you get a good partner, you still feel terrible. Oh, you start panicking. It messes with you on a deep, deep level. But this is also what you hear, key quote, by the way, I'd highly recommend writing it down. The road to enlightenment is paved with disillusionment. The more you realize it didn't work, eventually you'll stop doubling down on that path. So let's take this. Let's just say you're 3 out of 10 like how I used to be. You're down here, you want to be up here. Now, a few ways people go about this. Number one, this is the most toxic way. People will try to bring others down to their level. I have low self-esteem, so if I bring others down to my low level of self-esteem, making them doubt themselves, oh, is that a little, you got a little stomach there? Oh, they feel insecure, now they're down at my level. Terrible, toxic, horrible. That's, you could say, -1. Level 0 is classic self-help. You try to move up. You try to improve yourself. You read books. You hustle, etc., trying to become good enough. That doesn't work. Because only someone who isn't good enough tries to be good enough. Only someone who isn't confident tries to be confident. The more you try to be confident, the more you tell yourself, I'm not confident. The more you try to be good enough, the more you tell yourself, I'm not good enough. It's endless. It's like tying something to your leg and then you're running away. It's following you forever. So this doesn't work either. Here's the approach we take here. Okay, so again, building on assumption 1, your experience of you, the approach is, why do you believe you're down there? What if being down there isn't authentic? What if that's a lie you've bought into? What if you're actually up here? What if there have been different experiences, things people told you, things that happened to you that have convinced you you're down here? And then the approach, instead of, I need to become good enough, is, what if I am good enough? What's telling me I'm not? You let go of all of this, and you realize you've been there from the start. And even if logically you think of this idea of being good enough, it can only be there from the start. You can't become good enough, because if you can become it, then you can also not be it. So you're not. It depends on a certain requirement or condition. So that's the second key concept. Inside out, not becoming, letting go. And then the third.
What if I'm good enough already?
You are good enough already. Why aren't you?
Yeah, just a question is like, what if I'm good enough already? What's holding me back from?
Yeah. Well, that's for you to figure out. Yeah. Why? And that's a lot of what we're going to be diving into here today. All those things that are telling you, you're not good enough, you're not good enough. A lot of them, and this leads to point number 3, are also out of your awareness. So you can think right now, okay, I get it. Why am I not good enough? I don't know. There could be a couple logical reasons. Well, I didn't get an A in school or whatever. But going deeper, what you have to also understand, this is the third big one, is that there are 2 worlds inside of you. There's a world you're aware of, and then there's a world you're not aware of. Conscious, subconscious. A lot of the things that are keeping that assumption, I'm not good enough alive, are down there. And there are layers of resistance to becoming aware of it. Or even if you try to think of it, why am I not good enough? Why am I not good enough? You just can't. Now, there are many ways to bring this up. Simple example could be, as you saw, bringing some people here on front. The pressure of the crowd, the pressure of me, brings up stuff on your own you never would have been aware of. But there are different exercises and processes you can go through on your own that can allow you to discover this. Classic example is whenever you're triggered. That brings some information up into your awareness. So these are the 3 keys to what we're going to be going through here today. These are what I call shadow questions. These are questions where your mind logically is going to say that's not true. I want you to ignore that and just write down whatever comes up from that world that's outside of your awareness. So if I were to ask you, for example, why do you hate yourself? What comes up? Probably your mind's like, I don't. Okay, put that aside. Consciously, you don't. Is there perhaps a part of you outside of your awareness that does? Why do you hate yourself?
Because I feel like everybody hates me.
Why else?
Because I feel stuck.
Why else? No filtering. What kicked in?
Just blank because I don't know what I want to do. Empty.
When did it start? When did you start hating yourself?
Probably when I was
Not probably. I want to know for sure.
3 years old.
What happened?
My mom and dad divorced.
Why did that affect you? Why did you start hating yourself then?
Because the person I looked up to the most, my dad, left me.
You see him since?
Sorry?
Did you see him since?
Yes.
You ever tell him how you feel?
No.
Why?
Because I felt afraid.
I'm your dad. In the eyes. Tell me the truth. How do you feel? I left you. Divorced your mom.
I miss you. Why did you leave me?
Why do you think? Tell me.
Because you went for your own happiness.
Why was that more important than you?
Because I don't feel worthy.
In the eyes.
I don't feel worthy.
Why?
I've never felt worthy to anyone.
Why?
Because nobody's ever told me that I'm worthy.
Why did I leave you? Why do you feel disconnected to me?
Because I feel unwanted.
Why? Why would I not want you?
Sorry?
Why would I not want you? You know?
Because I'm an outcast, nobody wants me.
Why? Give me a reason.
Because I'm a loser.
Tell me why. Are you a loser at 3?
Yes.
Why?
Because nobody liked me.
Anything else you want to tell me?
I'm trying to think of an answer that doesn't involve my whole life story.
Fuck your life story. Look at me. Fuck the rest. You're here with me. What do you want to tell me? Say it.
You as my dad. That I love you and I want you back in my life.
When's the last time you saw your dad? Break out of this.
Actually, last week.
You tell him this?
No.
Why?
Because I'm afraid to show my emotions.
What would happen if you did?
It would probably hurt him as much, if not more than myself.
Say I'm your dad, say I was hurt. Would that still be worth it? To break that invisible glass wall between us?
It probably would.
Why don't you go get your phone and call him? Tell him you love him. Tell him you miss him. Tell him what you told me. Are you going to?
Okay.
Go. Give him a hand. Do it. Now, these are those simple things where externally, just tell him straight up, like you can just go in the hallway and say, hey, I know I don't say it often, I just want to be real. Boom. Those are those external things that seem simple, but that tend to be really hard. If you don't do them, it doesn't matter what kind of inner work you do, you'll wake up every day thinking about it. It's like, say you even screwed someone over, you experience guilt, that's good. That's your emotion saying every day, oh, you did something that was out of alignment. You can try to meditate as much as you want, that's not going to help. until you take the action. So a lot of the things that hold us back, step one is auditing, so awareness. And based upon everything you're aware of, two routes, one is action, one is letting go. And you got to write down that list and differentiate, okay, what are some things I must say or do or express? For example, with him, it's like, hey, let's tell the truth. You're still in touch with your dad, you don't tell him the truth? Why are you hiding behind this front? What kind of relationship is that? It's not. Even if he's like, oh, okay, screw this, that beats living behind this lie. You should audit that with your parents, your siblings, your relationships, your friends. Where is there the lie? Break it. Fuck friends who don't accept you for you. That's not a friend. That's living with the enemy. That's going undercover and living undercover, a fake life, a fake you with the enemy. That's not a real friendship. And I'd much rather be me, alienate the people who don't get it, and find those who will. Same with your family, same with everyone. Nothing is worth ever compromising your authenticity. Now, externally is one. That's the easy one to catch. Okay, go call your parents, done. But internally, as we discussed here, there could be a lot that's built up over time that you must emotionally process. Okay, but this is really the approach. And I hope you also notice just how intense and fast this thing can build up. This is the real work. We think the real work is, oh, go out and do this scary little social anxiety thing. No, the real work is diving deep here. It's being honest. Facing your inner demons. Okay, so here's what I want you to do. I want you to spend a couple minutes here, and we're going to do our first meditation. But before that, a couple minutes answering the first few questions. I want you to write these down. So you're going to write down 5 questions. And for each question, I want you to write down a small paragraph. Number 1, why do I hate myself? So for now, just write down the question and leave a little space so you can answer it. Why do I hate myself? Number 2, why am I not good enough? Now, once more, your mind's going to say, but you are. And as we talked about, yes, you are. Put that aside and audit within yourself. Is there a part of me that believes I am not? Number 3, why is success not for me? So why do I hate myself? Why am I not good enough? Why is success not for me? Number 4, what am I hiding? What are you afraid people will see? What am I hiding? And lastly, when did I first start betraying myself? When did I first start betraying myself? Disconnecting myself from me? Saying yes when I mean no. Saying no when I mean yes. When did I first start saying, you know what? Who I am is not good enough. I'm going to pretend. I'm going to create another version of me. 5 questions. Spend a few minutes here reflecting on each. This is done on your own by yourself. Write down whatever comes up. I would highly suggest writing it down. Don't just do it in your head, because your head will keep it vague. Oh, I guess because of this and this. It's like, no. Write it down. Be precise. Couple lines for each answer. Go, and then we go deeper.